All right, here we go. Let's make sure we're good. Gonna get my water. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. We're good. Now we're joined. Oh man, I hate doing this on the fly, but what choice do we got? You know, we're
We're
good.
good.
Now we're joined. See, I was like, wait a minute. I thought I just hit one button on OBS and it would, you know, do this or that. You know, we're just gonna let everybody know we're finally live. I can't believe it. We're just gonna get people to join here. Don't mind me. So, how we doing, everyone? Memorial Day weekend. Not the ideal Memorial Day for most of us here on the Northeast. Traditionally, the weather has always been dreadful. If you're a lifelong nor'easter like me, I guess we just never can get lucky. We just never can get lucky. The weather always sucks. Like, can somebody explain to me why the weather is like this every single time? It's just ugh, you know. Just gonna get people to join for a second. I'm hoping that Joy is gonna join us at least. At least if Joy can provide some unique commentary. Um, Normally one of our normal viewers, Robert, can't join us today. Hobbyman CXC. I want to acknowledge. Today he is on vacation. See, he's lucky. He's in Florida right now. He's warming up along the Gulf of America, and here I am freezing my tuchus off in this part of the country today. So he gets to enjoy 85 degrees, nice, beautiful weather. Now, where he's going to be along the Gulf, the weather's going to turn awful on Monday. In fact, I'm seeing right now, once it gets to Monday afternoon, it's like a chance of a pop-up shower, but it's Florida, you know. I've been to Florida before. You get one quick shower, and then the sun. What do you think they call it? The Sunshine State for obvious reasons. Um, but yes, I'm just getting people to come online here. So hopefully, Discord is working. I want to apologize for the other Discord alerts that were sent out. My tablet seems to not want to live stream anymore. And honestly, I don't want to play around with it. I'm gonna get a new iPad later this year anyway, so I'm like, you know what? I'll keep the jailbroken one for jailbroken reasons. I'll have a main iPad when we cross that road at some point, which will, um, I don't know. When you turn 30, you're gonna get what, this or that. Like, I'm hoping to get an iPad and a PS5, so we'll see. um, Anyhow, we're just gonna get people to join. Uh, One guy can't join. He always doesn't join at the end of Shabbat. Um, yeah, get Chicopee on here. Chicopee, where are you, man? Just gonna shout you out. Yes, so we'll just do this and this, and we're good. So we'll just forward my whenever Saturday stream to a lot of people. I would think a couple people are gonna be busy on the East Coast. Maybe they are just starting off their dinner. I don't know when I'm gonna get my pizza. I'll wait for my dad to go out and get it soon. Hopefully. But again, I'm sorry if I'm down because of the weather being bad. You know, I would have loved to. You know where I was supposed to be this weekend? I wasn't even supposed to be here in New York. I was supposed to be in Delmarva. You know why? Because a musician I know closely in the peninsula, he's supposed to be performing tomorrow night. And the problem is, I don't trust the winter in Rehoboth Beach. I just don't. It's just. Mike, I like you, but I'm just not. That's his name, by the way. I'm just in no eager mood with the weather. Well, especially the weather today in Ocean City. In fact, right now, it's partly cloudy and 67. So maybe I overestimated it because the weather sucked on Wednesday and it sucked on Thursday to travel. So I don't know. But crazy to think it's warmer in Delmarva than here in New York City. Like, I can hear that wind. I can hear that wind right now. Uh, there we go. Nah, you're good. You're good, Chicopee. You're good. You know what it is? Because my iPad is having problems again. I can't seem to live stream with it. So at least I'm... Oh, man, I think my mom turned the heat on. Hope she did. Oh, man, it is just... Again, it's brutal out there. It is just... Again, I'm sorry to complain, but it's just... You know... I'm sorry. It's May 24th. The weather is not supposed to be this cold in New York City. It's just not. But again, it seems April wants to make its presence felt. You know? It just really does. Well, Discord sends them out. So as long as I'm forwarding it to you, and I'm like, oh, Chicopee, come on here. You're supposed to be one of my mods for the stream, you know? At least it went through. At least it went through. I'll let Joy know I'm on too. So let me just make sure he knows I'm here. Best case scenario. That regard. So you know I have a way to do this? All I have to do is just search Andy's randomness on the phone. And it comes right there. What? No. To do this, all I have to do is just search. There, see? Now Joy will know I'm live. Guys said I don't want to bug Hobbyman CXC because again he's. I was saying earlier, Chicopee, he's on vacation and a well-deserved one because you know. Hobbyman was dealing with a brutal heat wave in Austin, I think, last week. Like they were hitting 100 degrees there every day. Like, if I were Robert, you know, I'd be desperate just to get out and actually go to New England and just get some nice, cool air where you guys are. I'm sure there's some people in Texas who think like that. They just want to get away and go to, like, a cooler place like Maine. Go to, like, Portland, Maine, and just... Or Rhode Island. I mean... I want to mention, a lot of people I know went to Rhode Island. A friend of mine up in Mass, she just graduated, and I'm not going to say names, but she went to Rhode Island. Lucky her. My cousins who live in Midtown, they went to Rhode Island, and I'm like, why? Out of all places, you could pick Rhode Island to be in a more colder place just to escape Midtown Manhattan? I just don't get it. I just don't, guys. So, here we go. Let Joy know I'm live. I'm waiting for somebody to text me back, so don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh, great. One of my Norfolk co-workers called me. Oh, you're going to play what he said. I'll let him know I'm going to come back in June because I'm supposed to have off from my other job on Tuesday. Right. You don't... So you're watching other videos, and I don't really use the search that much, and I mostly use the recommendeds and notifications. Yeah, I mean, again, if you want to escape from, you know, from like real hot places, then New England's like a premier travel destination, isn't it? I think maybe Seattle would be too, because, you know where I was thinking? Alaska, but sometimes Alaska lately, they get warm. They get somewhat warm, I think. I don't know. I mean, if I could go look for some Alaskan salmon and go salmon fishing, if it got really too hot, then I would do that. Oh, you know what I was thinking, Chicopee? What about Nova Scotia? Yeah, go there just to escape the heat of the summer. I don't know. I'm thinking, where could we? Because at some point, it's going to get to 90 degrees in New York. Don't just think today that, oh, it's 62 degrees, but with the wind, it feels like it's 50 something. Don't just make that assumption that, oh, this is that the rest of the summer is going to be like, no. I'm telling you guys right now. Once we hit July, definitely August, it'll definitely get to 90 degrees. It'll be humid. It'll be miserable. That's how it always works in New York. That's how it always works for most of the East Coast, I guess. Oh, you want to talk about New England food? You know, if I was in New England, right? If I could go to 99, I know 99 very well. I could go to 99. If I went to see the Mets play the Sox at Fenway this week, that's where I probably would have went. Knowing me. Probably. So... Well, Chicopee, I'll just say this about cheaper. Where I go in Delmarva, it can be a little bit cheaper when it comes to food prices somewhat compared to New York, but hang on. Guys, we got Hobbyman CXC. Let's see what he has to say.
10 years later after that, in 1985, I'll be born. And I think 10 years later after that, you will be born.
Oh, we were just talking about Shining Star by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Because as you could tell, I think he's somewhere in Florida right now. I don't know. Hobby man. Because it is a musical weekend, guys. I want to acknowledge two things music-wise. Again, yes, 50 years ago on this date in 1975, Earth, Wind, and Fire had the #1 hit, Shining Star, for 1 week. That did not last that long, as for a majority of June, July, I think, if I'm correct, Love Will Keep Us Together was the song of the summer for 1975. Yeah, me too, Chicopee. I got the yacht rock on. So I'm just waiting for Jose to go live at 7, because right now I'm just watching the NASCAR Xfinity race from Charlotte, North Carolina on Pix 11 in the interlude until the Mets start at Mets are going to start tonight at 7. So I'm hoping the HDMI will come back on this thing. I'm going to flip around. Okay, good. Now I got my HDMI working. Hope it doesn't flick out again. Guys, I'm telling you right now, there's one place I really want to be in the whole world, and I'll show you the weather for it right now when I load it up. Call me crazy why I'm wishing to be in this place right now, but I'll show you. Oh, great. Please tell me my computer did not freeze again. Hopefully it didn't. Let's see if we can shrink this down. Yeah, look at this, guys. Call me crazy, but there's a reason why I want to be in Vegas. Not only because the weather is better, it's a desert, they barely get any rain. In fact, last week they got a lot of rain in Clark County. Because I'm very familiar with Vegas. I've been there numerous times in the past. It would kind of feel like home in a sense to just see Tropicana Avenue and, oh, guys, I don't know what's going on with this TV. I'm just going to unplug this HDMI cable and see if it fixes it. I'm just going to unplug my Roku cable. Okay, that might fix it. What was I going to say? Right. So, the main reason why I want to be in Vegas. Okay, I'm going to fix this TV in the interim. I like to be in Vegas only because this weekend we have the return of the American Music Awards for the first time since calendar year 2022. So, um, I want to acknowledge that the American Music Awards was created in 1974 by Dick Clark. Now, even though there was not a show last year, I want to acknowledge the fact that the stupid HDMI cable. I know, guys, I don't want to be a sourpuss today, but I am doing my best to keep my cool. See if I can fix this HDMI cable in the interim. So in the interim, while I deal with my television right here, I want to acknowledge the fact that the first American Music Awards ceremony was held in January 1974. Even though Dick Clark did create the American Music Awards to acknowledge the American artists who have, granted music, and it was right before the Grammys. The point of it was, American artists celebrate them, but now it's become more foreign artists, I guess. I think I fixed my TV finally. Let's hope the stupid HDMI got fixed. Oh, great. Now my Roku's bugging out. Okay, there we go. So, generally it was always held in January. Moral of the story. Okay? And in the 2000s, it was moved to November. Now, it always used to get held on ABC. It was always in Los Angeles. But beginning in 2027, the Grammy Awards will be moving to ABC as CBS has earned the distribution agreement for the American Music Awards going forward. As my TV clunked out. I don't know, guys. I hope it doesn't keep doing this for the remainder of the night. But anyhow, yes, guys. First time since November of 2022 that the show is back. It's going to be held at the Fontainebleau Resort in Las Vegas. Now, I don't have that many music connections that are in Vegas for it. Especially the C100 guys, because I'll acknowledge that if you didn't see where they were yesterday, Josh Martinez and I think Shelly Rome was down there yesterday. I'm not too sure, but they were at a, I think it was Shanks in Jersey yesterday in the Shore. They had a blast with Lil Jon. They had a blast with Dasha. I think it's Dasha or Ash. I don't know what her name is. It's a country artist, but trust me, I don't have that many people that I know in the industry that are in Vegas for the American Music Awards. If I did, then I wouldn't even be live streaming from New York. I probably would have composed a well thought out live stream of celebrities that maybe I encountered on the strip today. I don't know. Maybe it would have been later in the day, like 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern. And it would be like 7:30, 8 p.m. Pacific time or something. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Since I'm sort of close with the iHeart guys, there's a rumor going around, and I'm not going to say which artist could headline this or that, but I've been given a hint that a major presence in the music industry is going to be headlining the 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Now, I don't want to say who it is, because I'll get in trouble with certain people. Alright, because then, oh no, Andy, you gave it away on a live stream. Please don't, because somebody's going to get fired. We were not supposed to tell you this information. Trust me, guys, I'm going to keep my mouth shut until we get the announcement, and who knows, maybe I'll try to go to it. All I am allowed to say is one thing about it. I've been tipped off that it may not be Las Vegas. It might be Florida. Might be Los Angeles. Now, if it was in Long Island at UBS Arena, then absolutely I'd do anything to go to it because, oh man, to mix and mingle with the artist, I'm telling you right now, if you're performing at iHeart and you're performing at UBS Arena, telling you right now, I'm taking you to Stop 20 Diner. My treat. Further down Hempstead Turnpike, you're going to get the food of your life at Stop 20 Diner. So to be fair, don't say I didn't warn you. I'm sorry. I need a good laugh today. But yes, it's possible that it may not be in its traditional spot at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. That's what I've been allowed to say because iHeart wants to, I guess, explore its boundaries outside of Las Vegas, which if they do, then especially if you get a big name artist, which I know who it is. I'm not going to say who it is. Again, I don't want to get in trouble with anybody at iHeart because, again, I know people in that industry too well. Don't be surprised, you know. You're hearing it from me first that it may not be in its traditional spot of Las Vegas. Oh, you sent me a Discord message. Oh, okay. So you are on the way to Destin, Robert. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. One more note. I am allowed to say that Hulu is the exclusive streaming partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival when a date does get announced some point in June. That's what I am allowed to say at the moment. So be patient with your local iHeartRadio branded stations. They will start promoting it in June. They'll start doing the ticket giveaways, and hopefully I'll try to win my way in, especially if it's the artist that I know very well who might be headlining. I am allowed to say regarding this artist that let's just be gender neutral because again, the PC police are coming. This artist is going to be touring a lot in October and November. Very hectic travel schedule for a couple of weeks. And has a residency coming up in New York. So that's all I'm going to say. Use your imaginations. Figure it out. Yeah, maybe I did give it away. I don't know. If I did, then I'm sorry if I got somebody in trouble. But that's all I'm going to say. Nothing else. Okay? Because other people want to talk right now. Let them speak. So you are on the way to Destin, but you are in Miramar Beach, Florida, Robert? Let me look that up. I can pull it up right now. I'm on my computer. Let me look it up. Miramar Beach, Florida. Let's see where this is. Because I know it's on the way to Destin on the Gulf of America. So let's see where this is. Here it is. See? Miramar Beach, Florida. Right here. I'll just say this. If the iHeartRadio Festival gets moved to Florida, please have it somewhere near Miami. Because I have a friend who lives in Boca Raton, and I'm pretty sure if I asked her to go, she would go with me. Especially if it's the artist that I'm hoping will headline. Alright, so let's just be wishful thinking. And in the meantime, I'm going to fix my HDMI. What is wrong with this thing today? Can I get you in 1080p? Thank you. Shouldn't be annoying to fix the DTV box. So I'm multitasking, Robert. See, this is Miramar Beach, guys. Take a look at it. This is where Robert is right now. And safe travel to Destin. And we'll show Destin on the screen right now. So what I'm going to do... Hang on, guys. I just want to see if my dad left. Give me a second. I don't see the town car out front because I'm waiting for my food to come, guys. I think my dad called it in, did he? Let's see if I can find the town car. Oh, that car is blocking. The sun's blocking my view of that car. My dad's leaving? I think he's back already. Hopefully my pizza's coming. I gotta eat soon. I gotta wait for the Mets. 7 o'clock tonight. Can we just beat the Dodgers and not have an embarrassment like last night? That's all I'll say. 13 innings and I stayed up till 1 o'clock in the morning for that game. So now let's go back to comments. Miramar is a bit east of the city. I am stuck on a freeway near the prepaid roads only some pass between Pensacola and Destin. Let me see. Let me look it up. Let me look up our map. There's a James Lee Beach. That's hilarious. Let me just pull the map up of Florida on the Google thing. There's Miramar Beach right there, right? And I'm just seeing if it's let's just zoom out for fun. I want to zoom out. Just zoom out. There's Pensacola. There's the Gulf Shores. Yeah, see, there's Gulf Shores. That's not anywhere near Destin. We want to find Destin. There's Panama City. Oh, by the way, guys, don't go to Panama City. It's too much. It's just too much to deal with. Too much noise. Too many party people. They get arrested all the time. Trust me, the iHeartRadio is not holding a festival on the Gulf of America unless it was maybe Tampa. But the issue of Florida is, again, you don't want to have to worry about hurricanes. That's your problem. See, if I'm iHeart and I wanted to try a different destination, you know, again, maybe come to New York. I don't know. I mean, New York gets less hurricanes, right? Right. I'm just going to look it up for fun here. Yeah, guys, I'll just show you. Robert's not kidding. The traffic must be... I get it. It's Saturday night. People want to go out and enjoy Destin. Man, look how bad this... Look how bad this is. 21 minutes. 21 minutes for this time of the day. Alright, I mean... You have me to keep you company, right? Until my pizza comes out. Until my mom says, "Come down, eat your pizza. It's going to get cold." Alright, looks like my TV's not bugging out, so that's a good sign. Finally, I think I fixed it. So I'm like, no, the box is supposed to be on 1080, not 1080i. That's why my picture sucks. Hi, Joy. Finally, you're on here. Hi, check out my mix show at 11 p.m. on Party 105.3 in Long Island. So hopefully I remember to listen. Hopefully I remember to listen, right? So, hang on. I hope the computer is not double screening my thing right now. Oh, it is. See? I caught myself. Alright, looks like my dad's signaling to my mom the pizza's gonna come out soon. I really hope, guys. I don't have all night to wait. I really do not have all night to wait, you know? I'm like, no. I'm impatient a little bit because if it gets to 7 o'clock... This is just a random thought I'll say about Las Vegas. If you didn't hear, there's two drastic changes that have occurred in Vegas that we'll get into that I don't recognize anymore. And we talked about Tropicana Row. Yeah. East Tropicana Avenue. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Hang on, guys. I just lost the signal for WED. No. I want to listen to my... Alright, here we go. Tropicana, Las Vegas. Okay. So, guys, if you didn't hear the news about the Tropicana in Las Vegas, it got imploded. Yes, it got imploded. I'll give the exact date. So the official last day the casino was open for business on Tropicana Avenue and South Las Vegas Boulevard was on April 2nd, 2024. So exactly, I would say 57 years almost to the date when it opened on April 4th, 1957. So you had April 2nd, 2024. The last time the casino was renovated was in between 2009 and 2011. All right? So what I remembered about it before the demolition occurred on October 9th of last year was there was amazing exhibits. You had the Casino Legends Hall of Fame for Las Vegas. And then you had the Las Vegas Historical Museum, which closed, which I'm hoping there's important parts of Las Vegas that are saved somewhere. I mean, Elvis, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, Frank Sinatra, Wayne Newton, I think? Not Wayne Newton. John Wayne! That's his name right. Where I remembered, there was a Titanic exhibition I remembered going to as a kid. And they had a mob thing. See, that doesn't surprise me. Now, dining. They have a buffet? I don't think they had a buffet. No, they didn't. So, you know, that was really sad that Tropicana closed. That's why it was purposely called Tropicana Avenue, and now they're putting the Las Vegas Athletics baseball stadium. Like, I get it. They're trying to, you know, they want to have a baseball team. The stadium just began its construction this month, and they expect that the Athletics, formerly in Oakland, currently in Sacramento, will now move to the new ballpark in the 2028 season. Hang on. Hello? Hello? We're down a bit. Okay. That's my dinner ready. Yeah, I know. The rain's been on and off. So before I have to wrap up the stream, I don't want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. The other sad news to talk about from Las Vegas, and I said it was the best pizza in Vegas because I've had it numerous times. Luxor Casino's buffet. It was so cool as a kid when I remembered going in there and actually eating in a buffet that was inside the shape of a pyramid. Such a cool experience. I remembered I was staying at the Flamingo Hotel. And as long as you were dialing a 702 area code, which, guys, shout out the twos in Vegas. Deuces. Gotta know one thing about Vegas, Clark County. Always remember the deuces. So anyhow, as long as it was a 702 area code, you wouldn't get in trouble with the Flamingo Hotel. You never would. So I looked up at the time. I think they still had the yellow pages. It was still a thing. I looked it up in 2007. They had it. I'm not joking. I called the 702 number because I remembered in 2005 they had pizza. And I called the buffet up. And I was 11 years old, so I still remember this very well. I called the buffet up, and I asked the guy on the, I don't know who it was, do you have pizza? And then they tell me no, and I'm like, I'm not buying it, we're going. I convinced my parents, I don't know how we did, we took our rental car, we went from Flamingo to the Luxor, which is not that far of a drive on Strip, right? First thing I'm antsy to find is the pizza. Because I knew at the time it was the best pizza in Sin City. For a casino buffet, yes, it was. We go in there, and I find it right away. So this was the last time I was in Vegas 18 years ago. March 30th, they officially served their last patron. Which was very sad, because they were only serving lunch and breakfast on a daily basis from 9 a.m. to 2:30. And that was really sad because they had a really good dinner. From what my parents told me. They had other good stuff there too, but I wanted a pizza because the pizza was so good. Couldn't get enough of it. The best pizza in Vegas. And now when you go to Vegas, oh, the buffets are so expensive now. You have to pay $50, $75. But turns out there are 2 Golden Corral buffets in Las Vegas, believe it or not, right near I-11. Because you see, recently in Clark County, they just redeveloped a part of Clark County called Henderson. And let me tell you guys, this part in Las Vegas is amazing. They got a Vons, they got an Albertsons, they got a Walmart. Very convenient laid out town. So you can avoid the hustle and bustle of Las Vegas, and you know, you can go to Henderson and just be like, wow, I love this. Well, the taxes are cheap, you know, all that stuff. But I don't know, guys. I may have to start looking into the best pizza in Vegas. John Rothstein, the CBS Sports guy's like, never waste your calories away from the East Coast. I tell people, when you go to Vegas, pizza, okay. Don't forget about the chicken wings. See, Vegas is known for chicken wings. They don't tell you that, but I do. Anthony, I know. You can go watch my next short. I don't want to get into it right now because I'm about to have my pizza from Regina's here in Fresh Meadows. I'll say this on the topic of pizza. I've never had Brothers. I've never had Brothers Pizza here. People just love Regina's too, but anyhow, guys. I'm going to get ready for the Met game. I'm going to go eat my pizza. So it was great seeing you all. We'll be back next week. I don't know. The weather sucks again. So it's looking sucky again next week in New York. Then we may come back. We may come back. All I'll just say is in June, I can't wait to go back to Bryant Park. Victor Lynn's going to be performing. I don't know what day I'm going yet. Because again, the weather might be iffy. What if the weather's good? What if the weather's too hot? You know, whatever, guys. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to wrap this up. So enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend. We do have Andy Plays coming tomorrow. I don't know how the Uncharted's going to go because I'm stuck on a very long level. I'm going to try to get it done this week. Alright, guys. So that's it. Take care and enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend. Till the next one, please take care.